name is NicoleH. I'm the creator and founder of Silky Sacks, and I'm here today to do a review on this Linette unit. But before we get into it, if this is your first time coming over to Silky Sacks, I want to say thank you so much and welcome. Here we do wig reviews, we give you hair tips, we do hair tutorials, product reviews every Monday and Friday. It is free, so if that's your kind of thing, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button and then hit the bell so you'll be notified whenever we drop a video. And if you're watching over on Facebook, hey, we love you over on Facebook too. Go ahead and give this video a like and a share. And then on both platforms, you guys, leave me a comment down below so I can know you were here. You know, I love talking to you guys about this wigs. This is Linette. She's from Outre, and Linette is just popular out here in these wig YouTube streets. It took me a minute to get this one. So do you have Linette? Are you going to try to get Linette now that she is back in stock places? As a matter of fact, I'm recording this video right now, so she might not even be in stock, so don't be mad, y'all. I'm sorry if she's not, but it took me a minute. I know I'm late. It took me a minute, but I finally got it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into Miss Linette. So like I was saying earlier, this is Linette. She's super popular out here in these YouTube streets. I wanted to review her in this specific color, either the creamy toffee or what I'm wearing now, the butter pecan, and they were just sold out everywhere, and I refused to get any other color. I was like, nope, we're gonna wait. Nope, we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait. And guess what? Good things come to those who wait, so I finally got it. So yes, so this is DR2 butter pecan. She comes in some other colors. Now Outre, you know, I always say, if you watch me, you cannot beat them in the color game. They really set the bar, in my opinion, for these synthetic wig company colors, and they've come out with some new colors. This is their Perfect Hairline. What's the catch or the good thing about this particular wig line is the hairline is really, really nice, and you don't necessarily, you know, they say have to pluck it. Now, I'm gonna be honest. With Linette, I do feel like you could get a little bit more pre-plucking on this one to make it look really natural. It's not bad, and if you do certain styles, you definitely don't need to pluck the hairline. But this is a 13x4, and if you're going to be doing like I did, the half up, half down, and different little things, then you probably should pluck it a little bit. But I do have a little trick that I did because I did not pluck this one, so keep watching the video so you can hear what I did to help with that. Now let's go ahead and get to the stock card because she got all the bells and whistles. So this is the stock card. It doesn't show any colors on here, just the colors on the back. But she has a fully hand-tied 13x4 frontal. I agree. The ear-to-ear soft HD transparent lace. I agree. Baby hairs, yes, they did come with that. The pre-attached elastic band, which I do love. The pre-plucked hairline, which I, you know, talked about just a minute ago in the heat styling friendly. So it is heat friendly. So I like Linette. She is a yaki texture. So my yaki girls, you got you one. And I really like the wig. I see why everybody was talking about this one in their reviews and loved it. I see why she's super popular. In my opinion, she definitely lived up to the hype. So stay watching to the end so you can get all the pros and the cons. And we just dropped a new freebie for you. 5 things that you can do to make your wig last longer, because we're getting ready to go into that holiday season. I know you want to rock your unit over and over and over again for as long as possible. And you know, if you got kids, families, whatever, I know you got to spend them coins buying stuff for them. So you want to do something for yourself and get your wig and then make it last and last and last. So look down in the description box. All the goodies are down there, the wig link, all of that. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the unboxing and styling. Here she is. Let's open her up. So here she is out of the pack. Okay, girl. She is very pretty. The hair is thick, even though it's not a lot of hair on the cap. It's thick, so it looks really full, and I like that because it's still hot here in Cali. Even though it's fall, it's still pretty hot, and the color, you know, is amazing as always on Outre. You got those baby hairs, the HD lace. So let's go ahead and get into the cap. So you got that 13x4 parting. You have the elastic band, 2 combs on the side. The cap is open, which is nice. Then you have the comb in the back along with the typical adjustable strap. So let's go ahead and put her on. All right, so Linette is feeling just a teensy bit snug, just a teensy bit. But I'm liking the color. Let me comb it back so you guys can see, because you can do, you know, right side part, left side part, middle part with that 13x4 spacing. So we love that. So we're going to go ahead and get into this 360. Not getting really any shedding or tangling, you guys, which is good, especially for a blonde, lighter color synthetic wig. So let's go ahead and look at Linette in the front. Linette to the right. Linette to the left. Linette in the back. So I am going to cut the lace off. We're going to style Linette, and I will let you know my pros and cons. So come on back. Don't leave, okay? Come on back. All right, so I went ahead and styled Linette, y'all. So let's go ahead and get into it. So the first thing I did is I went ahead and cut the lace off of Linette. And then I went in with my Even Tint Spray to go ahead and tint the lace. I do recommend that you tint the lace on this one because she's a 13x4. If you want to do all kind of different styles, it'll just save you time, especially like in the future if you want to pull around and do a different style. Every time you don't want to have to go through and be working with the lace. So just go ahead, save yourself some time, tint the lace, and also put you on a black wig cap. If you watch me a lot, you know I always say that, but especially with these HD lace units, and this one is a 13x4, go ahead, sis, save yourself some time, tint that lace, and put on your black wig cap. I'm happy to also report when I cut the lace off, she is still fitting, so she is big head friendly. So big head girls, we got us another one. All right. So after that, I went in with my Lotta Body Mousse. She is a blonde synthetic wig. With blonde synthetic wigs, you always get a lot of like little frizzies, and it drives me bananas, especially by the face. So I went ahead and rubbed that in. After I rubbed all of the Lotta Body Mousse in there really good, then I went in with my boar brush and brushed Linette out. I did get a little bit of tangling, hardly any shedding though, but just a little bit of tangling. So for it to have a little bit of tangling, I think that's especially good because she is a synthetic unit. She is a blonde unit, and usually they do a lot of shedding and tangling, but I'm happy to say with Linette, I really did not experience that. Then I wanted to go ahead and put some heat in it because to me, she's a yakier texture, so she's a little bit more poofier in the crown than I would have liked. So I went in and put some heat in it to help just smooth it out and flatten it a little bit. I went in with my Silky Sax hot comb to do that and just went ahead and just pressed her all throughout. Once I felt like, okay, she's good, she has enough heat, I decided we're gonna go ahead and do that half up, half down look. So I went ahead and start taking the hair to do the half up, half down look. Now, when I started pulling it up, this is a perfect hairline, y'all. This is a perfect hairline, but I'm gonna be honest, I would have plucked it, but I'm a lazy wig wearer. I got other reviews to do, y'all. I got San Antonio, I got Texas, like my boy Ike said. I got other things to do, so I didn't have time, but I will take the time to pluck it. And I would just say, if you're going to do these kind of styles, you probably should pluck it a little bit more. I mean, it's not bad, but, you know, it could be better. So take the time, in my opinion, if you're going to do that and you want a really, really, really good, realistic look, to pluck it. So what I did to help hide that hairline and so it wouldn't look so helmet is I went and took these two strands out in the front to help just kind of camouflage it a little bit. And so to take away from that just straight hairline. So that's something that you can do with your wigs if it's a 13x4 and the hairline is just really, really strong, as I like to say, and you don't want to take the time to like pluck it. Pull a few little hairs out. I just took my rat tooth comb and used it to pull out a few strands in the front to kind of help reduce that a little bit. And then because you could see this so well, now you really don't have to melt this wig down. The band is holding it down pretty well, and she was laying pretty flat, but because I did the half up, half down style and the way it looked, you could still see the lace a little bit, and I wanted to you know, trick y'all. I don't want y'all to clock me, so I decided to go ahead and just melt the lace just here in this hairline area, just here along the edge. So on the sides, she's still lifting, she's still flapping, but I took my bed head and sprayed the perimeter just around the front there, and then I put my Silky Sax elastic wig melt band on so that I could just go ahead and melt that lace down even further. So I let it sit on for about 5 minutes, and after I did that, I took her up, and then my edges are out just a little bit. So I wanted to take and just blend those out and make it look a little bit smoother because it was looking a little messy here on the sides to me. So I went in with my edge booster and just swooped those edges to the side, on both sides. And then I put a little bit of the edge booster on these actual little 2 tendrils. Is that what these are called? I think they're called tendrils. Well, they are today. If it's wrong, tell me in the comments. But I took these little 2 tendrils and I put a little bit of it on these 2, so because they were kind of like frizzy, and I wanted them to just be like, you know, sleek. So I did that, and that was it, you guys. So let me know what you are thinking of the half up, half down look. This is my first time, you guys, doing a half up, half down look on a wig. Okay, my first time. So I'm kind of proud of myself. All right, so anyway, let's go ahead and get into those pros and cons. Pros. Linette is a beautiful unit. I see now why it took me so long to get my hands on one of these in the color that I really wanted, because she's a beautiful wig. For her to be synthetic, 13x4, the coloring is great. I love a good bob. Like I always say, you know, bobs to me are just super cute. And even though she's more of a lob, I just really love this style. She's not too long, she's not too short. She's just, in my opinion, a really perfect length. And then the fact that it's a 13x4 where you can do more styles and do more things with it, for those of you who really want to do that and like to style your wigs and do different things with it, I think she is great. I think it would be a great investment, because the quality of this wig, I do think it will last a little bit longer than some of the other synthetic wigs that are out there. So, you know, if you want a synthetic wig, but you want the convenience and the accessibility like you would get with a human hair wig. And when I say that, I'm talking about like as far as like being able to style and all of the variations and things you can do. I think she's a great dupe for that. I also really love the color. Really love the color. She comes in some other beautiful colors. You're just not going to be outre with these colors. I know I say it all the time, but it is true. You're just not going to be outre with this color. And she was a really easy wig. She was a throw on and go. I mean, it took me time to do this particular style, but she is a throw on and go. You don't have to melt the lace. All you really have to do is tint it, but you don't have to melt the lace. It lays pretty flat, and like I said, you can do all the variations with the styling. So she got a lot of pros, y'all. Linette got a lot of pros. So let's get into those cons. As for the cons, Linette is a little snug. Now, I know I said we have one big head girls, and I do believe that, but when I did this particular style and pulled it up, because I didn't glue it down, my edges came out a little bit. So I'm thinking it might be because of the style, but nevertheless, you know, it's 13x4, so you're supposed to be able to do styles. And you know, my edges are out a little bit. You know, like I said, I combed them in to blend them in, so it's not a big deal, but it is a con, especially if you're getting her in a color that maybe your natural hair isn't in. You might have to get some hairspray to camouflage it or like blend it in. So just be aware of that. Like when you're doing certain styles, your edges may come out if you're on the bigger head spectrum. And really, that's really it. I mean, it did a little tangling, but tangling and shedding is a part of synthetic wigs to me, but you know, some people don't like the tangling, so that will be a con. And when I take this wig off, I'm not going to put it back into the plastic bag that it came out of. No, I'm going to put it in my luxurious Silky sack. A Silky sack is a silk line bag that I invented to not only store your wigs in, but to add longevity to them. The silk lining allows the hair to just glide, cutting back on the shedding, tangling, and matting that these wigs do when you put them back into the box, plastic, your drawer, your wig head, your floor, wherever you're putting them. So if you want to check out Silky sacks and some of our other fabulous products that you see me use in the video, then the link to the website will be down in the description box. Go ahead and check it out. Now it's time for the Silky Chick shout out. Shout out to StephanieNicoleH. She is a fellow wig reviewer. She also has a lifestyle channel though, where she does decor and other things. And right now she is really killing it with those Halloween videos. She's really into Halloween. So if you're really into Halloween and fall decor and that kind of thing, then you definitely want to check her channel out. The link to her channel will be down in the description box. As always, I want to say thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Remember, better care is better wear.